So today we have Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man taking on Chris Evans' Captain America. Who wins? Let's find out. So let's start off with strength. And well, Spider-Man is definitely stronger. Like, don't get me wrong, Cap was very strong. I mean, he easily sent people flying with enough force to move and damage cars, easily lifted a motorcycle with three women on it, staggered Loki and Ultron through a concrete pillar. He lifted a support beam weighing several tons, probably. Kept a helicopter from taking off with just his bare hands, and even held back Thanos' hand. Guy was really strong. But anything he can do, I'm positive this version of Spider-Man can do even better. He was able to send Green Goblin flying easily, embed metal poles into a concrete floor, hold up a cable car full of kids, staggered giant Sandman with a kick, sent Venom flying, easily pulled down a brick wall with his webs, stopped a vengeful MCU Spider-Man from killing Green Goblin with his glider, was able to stop a speeding, out of control train with his webs, and he caught a gigantic collapsing metal wall, mentioned that it was very heavy, lifted it up, and then tossed it. Yeah, I'd say Spider Man is stronger. Durability. Spider Man has taken several beatings from the likes of Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Venom, and Sandman. After being stabbed in the back in No Way Home, he was back on his feet a few minutes later. Granted, Garfield had to hold him up for a while, but he was fine. Um, he withstood being crushed by giant Sandman. He survived the pressure and strain of stopping that out of control speeding train. Um, he consistently walked off great falls and even survived a pumpkin bomb explosion, basically a grenade explosion, straight to the face, like at point blank range. But has taken hits from Loki, Winter Soldier, Ultron, Thanos, and blasts from Iron Man. He was able to walk off a massive fall, and in one fight scene, he endured being stabbed in the leg, shot 4 times, being pounded on by Winter Soldier's bionic arm, and an even bigger fall than before, possibly falling thousands of feet. I'd say Spider-Man has a slight edge here, but it's a lot closer than strength is. Now let's move on to speed. Captain America was very fast. He's outpaced speeding cars and kept pace with Winter Soldier and Black Panther in a dead sprint and while in a fight. He's routinely dodged and or blocked bullets even at close to point blank range. He also just fought at a very fast, frenzy, almost unmatchable pace. But Spider-Man has an ace up his sleeve. His spider sense helps him with his reaction time, allows him to react to things a lot faster than any normal man or even super soldier for that matter. Um, he saw Flash Thompson's punch in slow motion, which allowed him to easily dodge it. He limboed under a bridge while on a speeding train. He dodged Goblin's glider from behind when it was only a few feet away. And he's even caught a pumpkin bomb with his webs from behind and threw it back before it exploded. His spider sense definitely gives him an edge in terms of reflexes and reaction time, but I actually don't think he's much faster than Steve. So yeah, Spider-Man is physically better overall. Steve, though, is obviously the much better fighter. Spider-Man is really good at using his spider-like and superhuman abilities in combat, and this version of Spider-Man specifically is more of a brawler than other versions. But even now, in my opinion, Steve Rogers is still the best fighter the MCU has ever seen. His combat ability mixed with his super soldier physicality and shield is just very hard to overcome. It even allows him to put up good fights against foes who are vastly physically stronger than he is. He's bested Batroc, MCU, Spider-Man, Red Skull, Crossbones, even while he was in that weird power armor thing, and War Machine, all with relative ease. He beat like 10 Hydra agents in a cramped elevator. His skill allowed him to fight against Iron Man, Ultron, Loki, and even Thanos to some degree. And he even matched or bested Winter Soldier and or Black Panther, two of the best fighters in the MCU. And his shield isn't just virtually indestructible, but he's mastered ricocheting it off of one or more surfaces to hit foes from behind. Like, he mastered geometry. He also bested his past self. Uh, but Spider-Man can do spider-like things. He can crawl on walls and ceilings, as well as project his own webbing from his wrists. This gives him a means of transportation, but it's also a great weapon in combat, whether he's shooting web-like bullets or just whole streams of web, or he can just web up foes to restrain them. So, who wins? Well, Spider-Man is stronger. His spider sense grants him better reflexes and reaction time, and he has his spider abilities, the wall crawling and webbing. Cap is simply better in combat. His skill in combat prowess and ability, plus his tactical analysis, is far better. He also has his shield. Thinking about it, the shield and the webs are actually great counters for each other. The shield can break and slice through the webbing, while the webs are perfect in disarming Cap of his shield entirely. If Cap tries ricocheting his shield to try to hit Spider-Man from behind, we know his spider sense will alert, and he'll probably dodge it, at least most of the time, as this is how he dodged Green Goblin's glider. So, in a fight, what's more valuable? Uh, Combat ability or physicality? Well, Spider-Man is for sure stronger, like I said, but in terms of combat speed and durability, Spider-Man only really has like a slight edge here. It's not, just based off feats. And while his spider sense is certainly a problem, it's not like he can't be hit. He's been hit a lot. Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, Venom, and even Harry, a normal guy, has landed hits on him. Cap has also fought against stronger foes than Spider-Man, like Iron Man, Ultron, and Loki. Granted, he couldn't beat any of them by himself, but he was able to fight against them and put up good fights. Spider-Man has also never fought a truly skilled fighter before, let alone the MCU's very best. But Captain America couldn't beat those names by himself, as I just said. He had help with each of them to beat them, or he just lost. Spider-Man is also definitely tough enough to endure combos of strikes from Captain America. Cap is also going to have a real hard time dealing with all those webs, specifically if he's been disarmed of his shield. Goblin is definitely stronger than Cap, and he was having some trouble powering his way through a stream of webs. Cap would have a harder time doing that. But just like every version of Spider-Man, he pulls his punches so he's not killing or permanently damaging people. I could debate this all day, but I'm actually gonna side with Spider-Man. Cap has never been someone who was physically stronger than him alone, and even if Peter is holding back, he is still stronger. And his webs are better counters for the shield than vice versa. Taking into account all his spider abilities and advantages, and I'm siding with Spider-Man eventually winning. It's a good fight, but and Cap puts up a great fight and whatnot, but I'm siding with Spider-Man winning. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think, and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and other great stuff. I'll catch y'all on the next one, and have a great day. Peace.